What's up, guys? This is SamKind4, and today I'm coming at you with the contest response for Yoshowyourhits. Ben, what up, buddy? Um, he's got some questions that he wants to hear from you, and basically I'm going to go through the questions. But it's a great contest, and I'm excited to get into this and kind of share myself with you guys. No music today. Screw the music. We're just going to do it freehand. Anyway, got it wrote down on my trusty, there's the last contest. No, there's this contest. Here's the last contest. This is my contest plate. But anyway, the first one is plug a noob, which is just what I wrote down because I was a noob at one point. It's hard to get in here. It'll take a lot of people. Some people will take a while, and it actually took me quite a while for people to start to get to know me, and it does take a while. That's one thing that you new, younger, whatever YouTubers that are wanting to, be able to talk with everybody in the community like we do, need to just kind of grasp. It's going to take a little bit. You gotta, you gotta show yourself before. I don't know if that makes any sense. So anyway, I'm going to plug a noob that I really liked, which was Chip Douglas. I don't know how new you are. Chip Douglas 03. I don't know how new you are. You had like 30, maybe 30 videos and about 35 subs or so when I subbed to you a couple weeks ago. Anyway, he's a 49ers collector and just doing it like we do, showing off cards, and I thought that was really cool. So I wanted to get him out there. The next person is not a card collector at all, but I really like his videos because this dude, he's pretty much a machine. MFT Railroad. MFT Railroad. Check this guy out. It's actually my brother. I'm going to have to go ahead and throw that out there. He does railroad videos. He does not actual railroad. He's building a model train railroad in his basement. And this dude is an artist. Like, not just an artist, he's actually an art professor at Bradley University. And he is phenomenal at what he does. So if you kind of want to see, the other side of Sam, and the other side, I mean, he is completely unlike me. But man, I've got so much love for my brother Matt, and I figured I'd call him out on this video. MFT Railroad. If you want to see what he does, his link will be below. Anyway, number 2, stories of collecting. And I've got quite a bit of stories of collecting, but my favorite story of collecting is basically what I did, guys. I was moving and it was stupid. It was totally stupid. I decided I was going to just leave everything here, put it in a storage facility, and then I went back to my parents' house in Illinois, and I guess it was probably 6 months or so. I decided I was going to go back. So I got to Indiana, and I didn't even look at the storage shed or anything. But I went and got an apartment, and I'm like, all right, this is awesome. I'm going to, whatever, start a life here in Indiana. And so I went to the storage shed to get all my stuff that I had before and put it in there. And literally there was nothing in the storage shed. At all, other than the what was it? It was the mattress. That was it. And that's because there was a big. It was leaking all over the top of the bed. And the lock was the funny thing is the lock was still on that thing. It was still on the. You could look in. There was a drum set in there, and there was some hand drums and some. Vintage French lamps. Anyway, also my Red Sox collection was in there. Luckily, right before I decided to leave, I had already taken my Roger Clemens collection out and moved it to a different book because he'd been traded from the Red Sox. So now I was putting other teams in there, and I didn't feel right sticking that into my Red Sox book. So basically, I took that out and I took it home because it was my favorite of favorites. Anyway, true story. I was devastated, had to talk to the police. Cops come out and they just basically laughed at me, like, yeah, we'll see what we can find. And I was like, well, thank you. So anyway, that night I went back to my apartment, which was empty now because I had nothing to put in it. It was just devastating. And I had a chair. I just had like some chair, random chair that I was sitting on. Decided to go to Walmart and I picked up a box of this box. It was like $20 and it had all kinds of different packs of cards in it. And I'd never seen anything like a jersey card before at that time because I'd been out of it for a while. But it really broke my heart that I lost all those Red Sox cards. So I was like, man, I got to replenish now. I need some card loving. And what I got was nothing less than card loving at all. In that box, it was just random packs. Like I said, I had never seen a jersey card before. But in that box that I spent $20 on, I pulled this. Roger Clemens jersey card. Out of a random pack in there. Like I said, there was all kinds of different packs. Don Russ, Upper Deck. You guys probably remember some of those boxes that they used to have at Walmart back in the day. I got that from there. Like, oh man. I actually went on a run. I started buying a bunch of those boxes after that, obviously. And because that was amazing. The feeling of pulling that was just incredible. And then a week later, I pulled an Ernie Banks, which I gave straight to my dad because he's got a story of losing an original Ernie Banks auto from back in the day. And anyway, so I gave that one to him, and then like maybe a week after that, I pulled this one from one of those boxes in there. That one is actually numbered to 300. Another Roger Clemens jersey card. Yeah, it's just a jersey card, but I pulled both of those out of packs. That's a decent story of collecting, I would say. I'm going to need to calm it down a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just show off some cards. Basically, starting YouTube and how it happened for me is I started off at the Tommy Golf 85 top 10? Top 5? Top 5? Can't remember. Anyway, I think it was top 5. And then I was watching everybody's videos, and there was one guy that I sent a message to who looked to be a super collector, and I was like, hey, what's up, man? And it was his first video too, and that was Jericho 941 IMI. And we started not hanging out, but talking, and it was really cool to have somebody to talk to. And then I was looking up other people that were in that same contest, and Ryan Curtis, Dominus Infinitus, popped up. And I eventually messaged him and, was like, hey, you want to meet up for a card show? I met him, and he was just awesome as hell. We went to so many card shows together, and we just hang out. He actually the first time I ever met him, ever, he came to my daughter's, it was like some sort of school play, and she got up and sang during church. And literally, they already had seats at the church in Pendleton, which is near where I live. And I just sat next to him, gave him a big old pat on the leg, and then we watched my daughter sing. And that's how I met Ryan. And that's the dude that Ryan is. Like, he's that kind of guy where he didn't even know me. Went and watched my daughter sing with me at church. Incredible dude. Lots of love. Man, how it happened from there, I don't know. I guess I just, oh, I think it was the first time I showed off my face, I think. And then after I started showing off my face and I got more confident and maybe, yeah, definitely more confident, I would say. And then, that's just kind of where I'm at making videos like I am now. Um, and I've met so many people along the way that I couldn't even name them all and, you know, do it any justice. I'm going to just show off some cards here, though, that YouTubers have sent me. Hopefully you guys will watch this video. This is my shout out to you guys. I know who all you are. So many beautiful cards in there. All those YouTubers know who they are. Love you guys. I don't want to name drop. Don't want to name drop. YouTube, please get in this contest and enjoy the other videos that people are making. I think people are doing a great job. By the way, Bears player 23. Funny story. So one day I was at the grocery store, right? And at some point I was supposed to meet, like I think it was like later on in the week, I was supposed to meet Bears player 23. Me and Ryan were supposed to meet up with him at a card show. And so I checked out some of his videos. And so basically I watched a couple of his videos. Well, I'm going through the checkout line and I look up and there's Bears player 23 right in front of me. I'm like, hey, aren't you Bears player 23? You know? And he was like, and he looks down the aisle towards the rest of the customers and kind of looks at me all weird. And I look down the aisle and Laura's just like, my wife just doesn't even know what to think at this point. I'm like, you're Bears player 20. I'm Sam Kind Ford. He's like, okay, all right. That shit was hilarious. And that was a awesome way to meet you, man. Anyway, peace out, YouTube. I'll see you later.